Hi guys, welcome to Eve's Diary. So guys, if you know you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe, comment, like and share.
I mean, of whatever origin, of whatever tribe, of whatever, wherever they come from, but they are Kenyans. That vetting was to just prove that Ayub Abdikadir is a Kenyan and was born in Kenya because our borders are quite porous. People can cross through from Eritrea, our neighbors and many other countries, Somalia, and this puts this country at very serious risk if, and Governor for Trans Nzoia actually said, at some point we will register people who are not Kenyans and they will rise to very high positions in Kenya. So I do not think, in my opinion, it was right or time is right. Even as we juggle with the balance between not discriminating Kenyans, but we cannot run the risk of having people who are not Kenyans being registered in Kenya is higher than the risk of the people who are Kenyans not getting registered.
So this was meant to apply, Senator Mele, to understand it to communities along the border.
It was meant for communities along the border. Yes.
To just give it for context purposes, Senator Bill Okero had written an op-ed this weekend where he explained how his grandkids who are born in Nairobi County, when their parents applied for the passports of their kids, they were told to bring 6 months old children or kids for vetting. What, for example, would a 6 month old kid tell, or what would he or she say?
Well, I don't think that would make any sense. I don't think a 6-year-old or even a 6 month or even a 6-year-old kid would see in a vetting. They're just kids. They do not know, even if they are born in Nyandarua, Uganda, whatever. They do not even know where they are. I mean, they're being born. So maybe what would have done is to make that process of vetting a bit neat and a bit better, not doing away with it entirely.
And you mentioned, Mohammed, I'll come to you shortly, Honorable Gladys. You also mentioned the 1991 collapse of the Siad Barre government in Somalia. What was the correlation between the collapse of the central government in Somalia and the UK government demanding to visa upon arrival at Heathrow Airport in London?
I've just given my perspective on the nexus between that period being cut. The reason, after Siad Barre, when he was withdrawn, his first place that he went to was in Kenya. He came to, I think, Serena. And most of the citizens of that republic, if we had a civil war in Kenya, would run to our neighbors. So the most convenient place to run to was in Kenya. So I think it was now difficult for the government of UK, in my opinion, to distinguish between the Kenyans who are born here and the other people who came from other places.
But Somalis who fled the conflict following the collapse of the central government were registered by the United Nations High Commission for Refugees, and they were in the Dadaab refugee camp visit. What specific correlation is there between the demand for visas and the cancellation of that privilege we said and the collapse of the central government?
You see, one thing led to the other. First of all, you need to appreciate that one thing led to the other. It is out of the collapse of the central government of Somalia, that the Kenyans were now required to give or to get visas from the republic. It is out of that collapse of that government. It is not, not everybody was registered as a refugee. I mean, some people came and they settled here.
Mohammed, what was the reception on the part of the leadership in North Eastern Kenya?